What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another Sunday weekly session. Hope you guys had a great day, had your amazing week in the past, and get ready for tomorrow, a new week. Uh, Technically, not a new week of November, because last week we had October 31st and on Monday, so we're kind of like transitioning from a new month, old month to a new one. So it's always getting to that slowness and a lot of actions for the new months. So hopefully this month we're gonna get more of juice out of all these companies and small caps. We probably gonna see more action as we moving towards the next year, and this election is going to be over, and after that we're probably gonna see more action. As you guys probably know, last week we had the FOMC on Wednesday. So things were very slow before the FOMC meeting for the interest rate. They as well increased the interest rate by 75 basis points. Fed is still focusing on that to get it done, and the overall economy is really in this hawkish situation, and hopefully things will get better. But I do not think that we will see much of the upside in the economy for the next, at least next few months, and a new year. So 23, it's not gonna be beautiful. It's probably gonna be ugly. Get ready. Brace yourself for the economy, at least in U.S. economy, and overall in Europe and Asia. So I mean, in general, we always have these cycles. We have to go through it, and this is one of them. So get ready, be smart, have your cash up, always ready for those times that are really a bloodbath, and you can position yourself. You can make sure that you can take advantage of some investments, or an actual trade in the stock market or any market, or any areas that you are interested to make you wealth. So get ready for that. So without further ado, let's get into our watch list. But before, make sure to read our disclosure, um, and understand our legal terms and everything that we're discussing in this video. Um, yeah, I'm gonna start right away with our number one gainer over the past week, with this huge Chinese pumpers, and the number one was HUDI. One of those random Chinese pump again, like we had in the past. I mean, this is nothing new. They always do front running, or pump and dump. That's how their overall I guess trading firms are sitting down and try to pump the price, and take some profits out of other people's around the world. So HUDI, number one candidate for being a total scam, Chinese scam. I mean, we can clearly see that if you research about the company. I also mentioned it in our weekly notes. You can clearly search about the company, and you probably not gonna see a lot. I don't think you can even open their website to understand it better. So I guess, as far as I did my research on it, it's just another one like iLag and HKD in the past. If you guys seen that, similar setups, same. So you gotta always be smart. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't trade it, but it's not really suggestible for the beginners, for the people that are trading on their phones, or doesn't have the hotkey setups, or doesn't have a proper brokerage or platforms to really take advantage of a price action, because this is the type of setup that you need to make sure you look at it constantly, and make sure that you're executed correctly. If you're close your eyes and go out and have a position, you're probably gonna have have some sort of crazy action on your account, because the stock can move really fast on this spread. And I think spread is about $10 or $3. I think it's less than, but for the time that I was trading it, the spread was very much like $2 $3 range, from 60 70 80, that range. And then into the afternoon of the Friday, it went up, as you guys can see the chart right now. It went up to 192.88 cents. So pretty much exhausted to a level that a lot of institutional that are running this, or a lot of insiders, or a lot of it combined with so many things. As far as we can see, or some algo is going on with this, obviously, and there are definitely some very unclear action is going on with this stock. So at this level, we can see that there are profit takings, and there are short attacks, there are short squeeze that are taking place. So you got to keep that in mind when there's illiquidity, when the stock is very illiquid. You tend to see huge spikes on overall price action, because there's not a lot of orders that are coming from, and the spread is huge. But as we started, I personally scalped this, as I mentioned in our channel. I took my profit very early, when the stock was trading around 60 65 and 70, because I was looking at this range of down the stock kept down halt, and I was looking at the one stable time frame when the stock doesn't even going down or up. It's just consolidate, because usually with this setups you got to see that consolidation, and then huge spikes coming to the price. So that's what I was really looking for it, and surprising, yeah, I got it at the right time, and then I took my profit early. There's nothing wrong with taking profit on this. I mentioned that so many times. This is not a setup for anyone that has just started or beginner. It's just too dangerous. You don't want to caught up on this one. The stock can really destroy your account if you don't know what you're exactly doing. So keep that in mind. These Chinese pumps relatively comes and go. They're not gonna stay around. They're not gonna be forever. You have to have a day trading mindset on these, and do not really fall for these type of moves that you can think about. This stock can go to the moon or anything like that. No, that's not gonna happen. There's always a mistake people make on these type of mindsets. So keep that in mind. This is not for anyone. This is not the type of trade that you want to do. You want to take. Great spike after that to the afternoon, and faded out. Obviously, we're probably gonna see this more of unclear direction towards the Monday. I would assume that on Monday we still have this HUDI on our scanner, on our top scanner, but keep that in mind. Probably this will take all the attention from traders, institutional, or all the people that are trading in industry. So probably gonna take attention from them towards itself, and we might not seeing so many other actions on other stocks, but that's just the case. Doesn't mean that it's gonna happen. So especially people, traders tends to get tired when the stock is hot. I mean, I personally, I hate it when the stock keeps halting. I avoid focusing on that. I don't want to trade it. This is not a setup that I would say, oh, this is great, I want to trade this for the entire time. No, not at all. The reason that I traded, it was because I wanted to take advantage of the consolidation move, and there wasn't really a lot of action. And I saw that volume is just kind of coming through, and the price action is coming above. But I personally need to see these things to stop really be tradable, because this is not a setup that you want to see, that can really make an aggressive trade. This doesn't have reason behind it. The stock had a news, but news wasn't too exciting to really have this action. So I think the stock had six over 700% run up. Yeah, this is the 700% run up for the from the past 2 days. Almost yeah, 650. So I mean, you gotta understand, this is not for everyone. This is not a type of setup that everyone can trade it. So keep that in mind. Be smart. Don't get FOMO on this. It's not really worth it, unless if you know what you're doing. If you have a plan, if you have a certain hotkeys, if you're behind your desk of computer or trading on your computer, because I know a lot of you guys are still trading over on the phone. It's just too dangerous to do that over the phone. Yeah, that's about the HUDI. And then next one, I'm gonna start from the beginning. We had on the same day we had SNTG, another Chinese pump, not too reliable, but the chart overall was the setup that I personally wanted to trade in the pre-market. SNTG, not really, um, not really much of a move. But this is a Chinese stock. Obviously, when the Chinese actions coming up, like with like HUDI, we tend to see other Chinese pumpers are happening. I mean, they're running. So this was the same as the other ones. I didn't see any type of news or PR on this one. The stock has room to really go down more. Shorts are still playing around with it. This is a really good setup for shorts to drive this down to $1 range. I mean, we can see that the overall range, we can clearly see there's a room to 230, if they want to take this down. But I would expect this to at least have some short cover or pump for the next few days. So I have this on the watch in the back pocket, unless if we are gonna, I mean, obviously we're gonna have new stocks pumping on our scanner, but this is definitely on the back pocket watch list. SNTG, and then next one, our watch list today is very short, so we keep it tight and smart. So we're not gonna be too scattered. So yeah, the next one is DUO, which we mentioned it last week. I mentioned it in our watch list. DUO, I need this to really trade above that range, $2, 230, $290, $3. Stock really tried. Still have the same overall pump from these again Chinese, combined with the Chinese stocks. They're all in same group, so there's nothing else you can really see on them. But in the technical part, and based on their filings, I think that the DU still have the potential to run up again. As we've seen in the past, the DU still trying to be above this range of and they're hourly, they're trying to be in this range for the past 2 months. So it's relatively a good stock to watch and have it on the have it on a back pocket. However, it really fails to break through last week, and really have that nice move, spikes and shorts to squeeze, and that is because of the volume. There's no volume and there's no edge on this to really run this up. And when we have more candidates, more better setups that we can trade during the day, this can really just be a fade out, not really a good action on the long side. But on the short side, definitely, this was a great setup. We can see that huge, in the pre-market pump that to the 164, and then faded out at the open. Another range to the open. Usually, this is very normal. When you guys see this, we might see the fake out, and that what exactly happened. The fake out happened, and then faded out towards the downtrend. I mean, the downtrend line was still here, but it break through at the open and then flush it out and just died. There's just barcode action. You don't want to trade in this zombie hour for this one. And then another pump after lunch hour, power hour, towards above the VWAP, and that was a nice move and action. It really makes me think that this will definitely be on our watch list again for this week. So I want to see more if this short attacks are kind of over. You can see that another short attack here, another one here, and then towards the after hour. So this stock can really holds this range. If so, if not, we're not gonna even look at it. The next one is FRZA, which actually will be our top watch list for tomorrow. They're gonna have an earning. I would expect this to really run up. I mean, the setup on this one is really a B plus in my opinion. I think we would see more of upside if some really good news on earnings come out. I mean, they're expecting to have some pre-orders of over 8.5 million on the revenue, but that doesn't mean it's gonna be a really positive outcome for their overall um, EBITDA or net revenue. So you gotta net profit. So you gotta keep that in mind. Their stocks are in this IPO phase. So I mean, the earning can really run this things up. That's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm looking on Monday. See if this stock can really go above the range of $3. Would be much nicer. So I think we might see some action on Monday morning on FRZA, but we shall see. We shall see how it goes. If there's nothing else is running, FRZA can be a good candidate to just run up above $3 range. I have my resistance over 288, $33. So you gotta be cautious on the $3 because in the past I have this sending can really hit that $3 and then have that fake out or pull back. So you got to keep that in mind unless we receive more volume that comes in and take this farther to 350. So keep that in mind. This is going to be a high watch for me personally. So I would expect this to be on the scanner as well. So the next one and last one is SONN. We had SONN for the past few days, and I think we talked about this in our last week, I believe so. But no, SONN actually no. SONN was just this week. We had this on Monday from Monday Runner, on Tuesday making new high. Really, solid action on this, higher low stocks. I mean, higher low pattern. I think they came up with this partnership news with the Johnson and Johnson. I mean, the news is really good. It's very positive when you see the big names on their PR. So you gotta keep that in mind. Some that sort of a news. It really scares the shorts. So they're not gonna really touch this, at least for the first day of the run. And as you guys can see, in the first day when the news came out, not too many action on the short side. It just created that, higher low, very nicely, and cleared that range. Not too many short attack. And the next day, another action, and then 52 high a week. This is the sign that shorts are gonna take advantage, and that's what exactly happened. I mean, we see that on the third day, downtrend break. So stock is still cracking down to the, huge drop to the 155. So I'm expecting this huge, attack on SON, and can make this another run up. So I want to take advantage on a, dead cat bounce on this one. If the short covered and pump this one. Otherwise, I'm not really looking at this. I think there's also a range to 160. This can really go, but I don't. I'm not too sure that that's gonna happen. Probably gonna. It's either gonna be another volume action and pump, or just a zombie dead, no action, just consolidation in the barcode pattern, basically. So if that's happened, we're not gonna even look at this, and that's it. So that's about our, day trading watch list for the upcoming week. And GEO still, great. I'm 100%. I have my full position on this swing. Keep swinging this, as I mentioned last week. I want to see more 13Fs news on this, and make sure that if there's any, bad news on it or good news, and then I will adjust my position on this. So far, I mean, I think it's above 70% right now on this position. So I'm have no problem with holding this personally. But if you guys are had this, or later had this above $8, this is a time you can just take some partial profit. There's nothing wrong with that. Anything could happen. These stocks not gonna go to the moon. That mindset is just too wrong. If you have on any stocks, just make sure adjust your position, adjust your size, and take your profit every time that stocks make another move. There's nothing wrong with that. And then you can add on the downside of it, and then keep the first position. So these are the stuff that really makes you experienced trader, if you tend to, if your goal is to become one. So GEO, still have it on the watch list. But Snap, which we had on last week, I took all my profit out of this, from the 750 and to the 9. I think I mentioned last week, take your profit. This is the great time to really take your profit. We had this $10, and then I'm already out of this. I have no interest to really retake position on this one. But if you do, you're still in that good range of $8, and a bounce towards some areas in the $10. But I personally don't like the overall company anymore. It's just, for me, it was more like a short swing. I don't care about what's gonna happen to the company. But if you look at the fundamental, if you want to take position based on the fundamental, make sure you have your plan. This is the company is just doesn't have too much of good news, or too good fundamental. So you got to be smart about it, and make sure you're always prepared. So that's it. I'm gonna keep this short, and make sure you guys have your plan for tomorrow and next week. And I always encourage you guys to study as much as you can. There are so many sources out there. You can really read through it. I also will launch my course soon, so you guys can have access to that as well. If you're a current member, if you're not, that would be separate. So keep that in mind. It's always good to study in your weekend or your free time to learn better about your trading. Yeah, feel free to reach out. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and also subscribe to our newsletter so you get the free watch list every week. And keep that in mind. Have your trading plan with the reasonable size on your account. I mean, you don't have to trade a big size if there's no edge, if the market doesn't have it. I mean, a lot of people make this mistake that going too big too hard, and then next thing they're just quit. So don't be that person. Don't really over trade on something that doesn't have any reason behind it. And be smart in this. In this industry, you have to be smart. You have to make sure something makes sense for you to trade it. Otherwise, there's nothing wrong to not trade at all. Just sit back and have one or two setups, and that's it. All right, team. I'm gonna wrap it up here. We'll talk to you guys in the channel tomorrow, and have a great day and enjoy your rest of your day. Reach out if you have any question to our support, or message me on Telegram, or email us. That's the best way you can contact us. Anyway, take care, team. Talk tomorrow.